Why do you think people don't pick up after their dogs here?
Oh.
Lily! Hey, buddy! Hello! See ya! Puppy! Yeah! Yeah, puppy! Oh, lovely! Hello everybody, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to the streets and asking people questions and also answering them some questions regarding their behavior problems. We shot this video about a year ago, so the quality of it is not really as superb as our new content is, but I think you will still like it anyway. Why do you think people don't pick up after their dogs here?
Probably like everywhere they are just lazy.
Pisses me off so much. I mean, they see and watch from the beyond, right? And they're like, okay, after you're done, just come. I don't know.
They do a poop and run. They look around to see if anybody's around.
I think in general, people might just be like lame or irresponsible or drunk or something like that. Otherwise, normal people pick up.
Maybe because they're just too lazy, or they like. Sometimes you forget your bags, you know.
Yeah, I think that's most of the time the reason.
And where are you guys from?
Germany.
Is it the same there?
No.
Okay.
In Germany, when you don't pick up the poop from your dog, it can easily happen that some old lady or man screams behind you. You have to pick up.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's quite different here.
I'm not really sure, but most of my friends do and I do.
Well, because probably they are stupid. That's my most honest answer. I don't know. So normally, while we are in the 21st century, so they don't want to step, inside. So if other dogs do, so why they don't do it with their own dog? So there's no reason.
She does everything during the day, and sometimes unexpectedly she does also in the evening. And I don't have always the bag for that. So in that case, yeah.
It happens.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think lack of the culture also.
I have my pooping bags over here. I'm always loaded, so ready for that. I hope this is gonna change soon because it's annoying. So many times I go home and I have like something in my shoes, like a little extra package.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy with it.
I know, especially wearing Vans, it gets stuck in the bottom
Yes,
of it. Yeah,
yes.
I've had that experience. And what's his name? Her name?
Ali.
Ali. What was your? Hey, that's your name. Yeah. What was your expectation before you got him? And is that expectation matching what you have now?
He is a good dog and we love him. Yes.
Okay.
I got a dog because we had dogs at home like since I was 12, so I already knew what it was like.
Yeah, I always wanted a dog when I was a child, and when you have parents, you say it's too much work, effort. You need to go walk as well. So I had expectations, and more or less it's matches. I believe that she will study much easier to come back. It was a longer way of teaching, but yeah, it's actually what I expected. So yeah, she comes with me to work, so it's fine.
Well, as you can see, he's a really sweet puppy.
Yeah.
So I didn't really expect anything because I just wanted to help fostering him and everything. Right now, I'm just happy that he's at home. I think I'm just happy he's with me. He wakes me up and everything. It's better than staying alone. So.
And so this is a foster. It's not adopted.
Yeah, he is a foster.
I see.
It was like a real baby. When we took him, he was, I don't know, 10 weeks, or as soon as we could get him, we got him. And it was a struggle because we didn't know what to do, didn't know how to do. We might have screwed a few things up badly, but right now we are on a good track, and I'm really happy to see him finally expressing himself as a dog and not, we tend to humanize them a lot, and it's our job to understand their behavior so they can understand ours, and not the other way around. And it was a misconception for me.
Is it similar to what you thought it's gonna be?
Better.
Better. Okay.
Yes. So she's not so timid now as used to be. So she's friendly still. She's very curious, but not so much withdrawn. So very friendly and curious.
What is one good thing about having a dog and one bad thing about having a dog?
Well, it's responsibility. But
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, exactly. So I think that responsibility is actually a really beautiful thing. Once you are responsible for another being, you realize that it's a special kind of bond, and it's very, very fulfilling and rich. And I'm grateful for the responsibility that I have for my dog.
Beautiful.
The best thing, he's really active, so I go active also. So it's kind of really a good thing. And he's really curious, you can see. And I don't think he has a worse thing. He has a separation anxiety, but
3 months and a half.
yeah.
How is that? Okay.
But I'm trying to train him not to panic when I'm not there.
Okay.
And I think he's doing well at the moment.
I really love his personality. He's really playful. He's really cuddly, He's really like to be around people and, make people smile. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but he's just a jester like that. But he's really, really stubborn. But since I am too, we're having our fight.
I mean, it's part of the kind of growing together, and also Dachshunds are just as stubborn. It's just a bit.
Yeah, that's when we got him, we already knew about it, but I was telling my girlfriend that I'm more stubborn. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Well, the best thing is not about the dog. It's just the organizing everything. If you want to go somewhere for a weekend which not allows dog, you need to find someone to take care. So it's still not easy in Hungary, and probably also in other countries, to find a dog-friendly place as well. What is good? Well, you always have company.
I like that. Unconditional love.
Yeah. And she can come with me to work. And yeah, it's fine.
Awesome. I think he's very into cuddling. That's very nice. But also when he wants something, like if you're in a room and he wants to get in, he won't stop scratching the door until you can let him in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Same.
Same.
She's a little bit timid and very, very friendly. She's very playful, and even very small dogs bite her. Does not do anything, so she doesn't harm anyone.
What is the worst thing about her?
Too sanguinic. So when new guy is coming and she likes it, I cannot stop jumping. And so on.
Excited.
Yes, very excited. Yeah, but it's difficult, because sometimes my wife has a nice coat now.
Yes.
And I was sitting with her in that garden, and my wife went away and came back. She was very happy and jumped on her head. Yeah.
You can easily teach her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just learn how to say no. and that's it.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Because I'm a dog trainer and I can give you free consultation.
Really?
Yeah, so if there's any issue that you think...
Okay, so she's probably like a mix of a Jack Russell Terrier and maybe like a Dachshund or something like that.
Good luck with that.
Well, thank you so much. So, my questions are endless because she's quite spontaneous and stubborn and, well, she's very smart. So she knows exactly when I want to train her, and then she follows all the steps because she knows she's going to get a treat. But if I just tell her stop or drop or sit, and she knows that it's not a situation where she's going to get a treat, we're just outside or something like that, then she's not following for the sake of it. And she knows the words. So what do I do?
One thing that you need to first teach them is how to say yes.
Okay.
Does she know what a yes is?
Does she know what a yes is? Oh, yeah. When, she does something, I reward her, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, so, I mean, yes is just the bridge to goodness from your side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it what basically enables us to be like, hey, because you sat down, I gave you a treat. Because you did that, I did that. Just through that bonds that you get that obedience.
We super bond, but I think sometimes she thinks that she's the leader.
Bond needs a structure.
Yes.
What we say is that attention is a form of payment.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I actually YouTube videoed something about that if she does something that I don't agree with or that I don't like, instead of scolding, I just disregard and I don't give my attention.
We have 4 main ways of saying no. One of them is ignoring, the other one is using sound, the other one is using touch, and the other one is using space.
Space, that's interesting. I didn't think
So space is when she's eating something off the floor. How do you stop it?
Well, I tell her stop. I pick it up, I say no, and then I remove the item.
Yes, so what I would do there is that I would use my body as a space to push her away from the stimulus. So
Okay.
that's the space.
Yeah.
To answer your question, because your question goes to like so many different routes, I'm gonna just like tell you one more thing about this issue. If she's actually just like biting something, that means that she is in need of chewing.
Yeah.
So instead of us being no, yes,
Give
say
her
no,
something
but
else.
give something else. Also, one more thing that's really important is that every time you say no, make sure there's a yes after.
Yeah. I truly agree. Yeah.
You are going to have a beautiful journey.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Excited.
Yeah, puppy. Oh, I love you.
Very playful.
Very nice. Very respectful.
He barks a lot at strangers, mostly men, and I don't know how to actually fix that thing because I don't want him to be barking around people and also some dogs. So
So your issue is barking. Okay. So first you need to identify what the barking is. Is it like a protection bark? Is it an excitement bark? Is it a bark to get attention? What type of a bark is it, right? And once you realize that, you need to teach him what is yes and what is no. So you can tell him, hey, stop that, I don't like it. As dogs, they need to be guided. They need to have an owner who guides them. This is how a dog can relax. And this is how a dog can understand that he's not in control. And this is where they stop barking. This is a very general answer to tell you.
The only problem I have with him, that's my dog. This is her dog. He cannot be that good alone at home. So we have some trouble and we are in the training right now, but it's not working that well.
Okay. And what do you do in order to deal with that?
I'm just going outside of the flat and come 5 minutes back in, and I'm go 5 minutes after again out of the flat, and I'm just walking around in the flat. And I hope he will know or will get it sometimes that I will always come back.
Yeah.
That there's no fear. You don't have to be fear.
Are you improving on that?
From time to time, I guess.
Okay.
A little bit.
So I'm just going to give you a little example of what I do on this situation. Is separation anxiety. First of all, I would make sure that they are stimulated.
Purpose.
So dogs are scavengers, right? Like in nature, if you think about it, they just went and just found food and they ate it. They sniffed and found food. So if you provide that for him before you train, it's a lot easier for him to calm down and train. So even if you can't go out, if you just do this for 20 minutes before you train, it helps a lot with separation anxiety, because so many times separation anxiety is just not separation anxiety. Okay. I'm not saying this is your case, but in so many cases, this is the issue. The other thing is that when you go and leave the house, do you use his own bed?
You mean if I put him in his bed?
So you say you practice in 5 minutes going out and 5 minutes coming in?
At the start, I just tell him, please go in your bed. I put him there, and then I'm leaving the flat. But after 1 minute, he's at the door, and
Okay. Well, obviously you have like a kind of like an insecure type of it's rescued probably. So make the bed the core of the practice here.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That means that give him a lot of praises when he's in bed.
Yeah.
Give him high value praises when he's in bed, so he can associate bed with something positive. When you practice a stay in bed, do it step by step and don't rush into anything. Practice on saying yes and no the right way, and then go step by step. If he is leaving the bed too early, then that means that you're doing something too fast.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So just like when it comes to behavior, just really take it slow and take it steady instead of fast. And because, you know, like living in 2022 as humans, we just want to do everything really fast. You know, be like, I want this right now. You know, I want this degree right now. I want this job right now. But actually, when it comes to behavior, it's all about delayed gratification and everyday practice.
How to train them in a way that it's not very, you know, strict, but still makes them do the things that they have to do. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't have to be strict, but you have to have a strict structure. Dogs love structure. So if you decide for your dog to not walk in front of you, you should never let them walk in front of you. For example, this is just like a preference. It doesn't really matter. But if you make a decision, you have to be really sticking to it. Okay. And that doesn't mean you have to be angry, or that doesn't mean you have to be aggressive. That doesn't mean you have to be strict. It's just you making a decision and sticking to it. The only thing that's really, really, really important when it comes to your relationship with a dog is how you bond with your dog with a structure. So, for example, imagine you have a kid, right? And you give your kid a lot of money for no reason. Okay. What's going to happen in the future?
Not many good things.
Same thing with your dog. So many people get dogs because they want a companion, and they kind of forget that where they come from, and they're descended from wolves, right? So then they just like pet the dogs all the time. Nothing wrong with that. What's important here is that petting them is kind of like giving them money for no reason. So what you want to do is to structure that pet. So for example, I have so many clients who they're like, oh, I want my dog not to jump on me. And then I see them, the dog jumps on them, and they're like, you know, and that reinforces the behavior. All you need to know is to be mindful of what you want exactly and what you're doing at that moment that the behavior happens. Are you reinforcing the behavior? Is it a thumbs up or is it a thumbs down? Right, so it's just that mindfulness, and this is what we teach in our Zen dog training, because we mix mindfulness with dog training.
Just like with children.
Pretty much. I mean, behavior-wise, they're not too far. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's classical conditioning applies to anything. All right, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with these comments or not? And give us a like if you like this video. And see you on the next one.